participate in this interview for my research project titled AI and Journalism in India. And this is a part of my MSc dissertation at Brunel University, London. So today I'm really looking forward to learning from your professional experience. Before we begin, just a few quick checks. Have you had a chance to read the participant information sheet?
I did, yes.
Cool. And have you signed and returned the consent form?
Yes, Shruti, I did. Yeah.
That's great. And are you interested? Are you comfortable with this interview being audio video recorded for academic use?
Yes, please. Sure.
Perfect. Again, a very warm welcome, Rahul.
Thank you so much, Shruti. It's a pleasure to sit with you on this occasion and record this. So yeah.
Thank you so much. So, could you please briefly introduce yourself, your name, your role, and how long you have been in media journalism industry and the organization you currently work with?
So yeah, my name is Rahul Shapui, as you've known. So I had started like I'm here in journalism from 2015 or 2016. So it's been almost 10 years now. I've worked with several institutions, several organizations, uh, mainly with digital media journalism. I entered journalism when this entire shift from TV to this entire mobile thing was happening. So we were the first ones to start mobile journalism. So at first it was of course very challenging, and it was like people did not believe us that people will actually not watch TV going forward and consume everything through your mobile device or a tab or a thing like that, because we wanted news to be fast paced, and we wanted news to travel with you. It's not that every day morning you get up and you were reading a newspaper, but the moment you
Mhm.
fold the newspaper and you keep it aside, then what? So yeah, that was the main idea. So I was associated with a brand called the Quint, who in India it's quite a big name. We have like they were the pioneers of mobile journalism over there. I've been there, done videos, done documentaries, reported several stories. I was also their video editor as well. So I have an experience in both pre-production and post-production things. Been following the industry trends, politics, sports, climate change, gender for almost 10 years now. And post that, I'm currently working with a company called two companies right now, which is under the same group. It's called MIT SMR. MIT is the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which is there in the US. So we publish for them in India, which is mostly business news, tech policies and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow. Thank you so much for introducing yourself, Rahul. And you are the first person I met, like, who started their journey when mobile journalism started. And people were, on that time were so interested because even now they don't have much time to read newspapers. They
Right.
don't have time to sit in front of television to see or to watch any news.
Right.
Wow, it's amazing. And thank you so much. So, what do you think? Like, how is AI affecting news gathering and story generation in your experience?
Right. So, good question. First of all, I'm glad that you're bringing it up. Too early to bring it up, because I think we're still evolving in case of AI. There's a long way to go. We have just started. We are all very we are all babies as of now, and we are all learning how to walk right now, because when a baby is born, first you crawl, then you learn how to walk. So I think it's that phase when we are learning how to walk. But having said that, I think the basic core purpose of journalism is what? The basic core purpose of journalism is all about responsibility, right? As a journalist, who do I cater to? I cater to my audience or my readers or viewers, right? Any form of that. So, I mean, so what I am supposed to do as a journalist? I am supposed to be unbiased, and I am supposed to tell my viewers about the truth. In order to answer your question as well, so I have also prepared a number of data in front of you to sort of give you the real picture.
Mhm.
There are two, of course. When there's a development, there's always a good side to it and a bad side to it. So if you want me to talk about the good side of it, I will also talk about the adverse effects of it, right? So right now, I really want to ask you a question. How do you prefer to gather news? Is it television? Is it newspaper, or is it your mobile device where you can access news very easily?
I think
How?
mobile device is a mobile device. This is one of the easiest source for now. Even
Right,
we have a lot of WhatsApp groups. We can get a lot of information through LinkedIn about
right,
any type of content. So I
right.
use multiple websites, and in this time, like
Through your
in the
mobile.
present day, I'm not relying on yeah.
Through your mobile, you're accessing all these websites, e-papers, news,
Yeah,
subscriptions,
YouTube
and
channels. Yeah,
yeah. Now I'm coming to. I think you only answered half of my question because it's a very interesting question. I'm talking about the geography or demography where I sort of work. I have been working.
mhm,
So I am quoting a Reuters Institute for Study of Journalism annual report, which was published
mhm.
last year. I mean, it has been carried forward this year as well, 2025. And this is a published article that I'm quoting right now. So
Mhm.
Indians prefer video content for news mostly, and they
Yeah,
rely on generative AI for
yeah,
summarizing the personal news. I'm sure you might also do it. I mean, yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
yeah. You are the next gen people getting ready to be introduced in the industry. Uh, Now, apart from that, influencers have also popped up, right? You
yeah,
also consume a lot of news through YouTube. So YouTube has become the biggest platform right now to consume news. Now, the narratives can be different. The narratives can be for the government, of the no, not for the government, for some other party, might be biased, might not be biased. That's a separate topic. We'll get
yeah,
onto that. But the main thing is YouTube has popped up. You have influencers giving news. There's a lot of TV anchors now. In fact, if to quote Ravish Kumar ji, I mean Ravish Kumar
yeah,
from the TV, he's come back to YouTube channel. There are many such examples. Uh, there are also influencers providing news through their own channels on YouTube, right?
yeah,
So that is something which has come up recently, which we are seeing. But having said that, original if we go way back, how it started, three forms of media. You guys have also learned about it:
yeah,
broadcast, print, and news websites, right? Which is, print is paper, broadcast is TV, and news websites are websites. Now if you see the Reuters study, it is clearly stating that viewership of broadcasting, readership of print media, and clicks on news websites are going down because it is taking a hit because of the quick news format that has come up for YouTube shorts and stuff, right? So that is one adverse effect that we can talk about over here. Now, next thing, big thing, as a journalist as well, I can give you some personal experiences as well. Biggest challenge, biggest
yeah.
challenge for us is fake news,
Mhm.
debunking fake
Yes.
news. In this generation where we are relying so much on AI to gather news, what is happening is, you might also experience the same as I have done multiple times. Our family groups, where your parents, their friends and families, they will share certain clips. Like for example, a few days back, an uncle of mine, he claimed that Pakistan lost the match to India
Mhm.
because Pakistan had to lose it, or there was some external pressure. All right. Now, this is one such news, right? But there are multiple fake news is daily spreading across WhatsApp. And
Absolutely.
In India, WhatsApp news market or WhatsApp forward market has boomed. There are political campaigns that are going on WhatsApp, like through WhatsApp. Now, these political campaigns, sometimes you see there are AI used videos which are not even true. Some
Yeah.
campaigns are biased. Some campaigns have also, we have seen, they have caused violence, they've caused deaths, they have caused threats to people's lives. So, the biggest challenge that we are right now facing over here is AI's news gathering through WhatsApp media channels that is there. So, I was covering Operation Sindoor
Mhm.
for my recent organization. So we were continuously reporting for like from the ground and stuff. uh, just after the ceasefire, There was a part when the MEA had briefed that we are going for a ceasefire. There was a little bit of a break or something, or just before or after, sometime like that. I can't recall exactly. So what happened was, we had clocked almost 18 hours of shift. I was in the newsroom. I was sort of getting all the news from our reporters on ground. Unfortunately, there was an internet blockade or something that had happened, and Pakistan retaliated at night. So we sort of started getting footages from our different sources,
Yeah.
mainly WhatsApp forwards. Again, so when I started editing the story with my editor, this was around 2:33 a.m. in the morning. So a lot of resources are not available as well, because you only rely on your ground reporters. They you can't connect to them because of internet inaccessibility and stuff.
Yeah.
We received around 10 to 12 footages, and approximately around seven of them were fake. Four of them were AI generated images. And I'm not naming the channels. That very same day, that
Mhm.
very same time, these so-called big ticket media outlets, who we all follow, who we all
Yeah.
look after, some really big names, they were flashing these visuals on screen live, with their anchors, with their big anchors sitting on screen, and shouting that this is Jaipur. The Jaipur image that was being showed to us, it was actually Israel planning an attack on Hamas. So this is how dangerous it gets when you gather news through AI, of course. Now, second thing is second thing that I want to say is, now uh, coming to the good part of it, like how you're gathering it. See, I think technically, if you ask me, because I've also been a technical person in terms of post-production news gathering, editing documentaries and stuff. Now, technically, what challenges we face in newsroom always?
Yeah.
Suppose you speak a different language, I speak a different language, right? Suppose I have very little knowledge about your language, and you have reported something in your local language, and I need to show it to my audiences through through translation. So the problem is, you have reported from, say, Kashmir.
Mhm.
So as a reporter who's sitting in the newsroom, I have like very limited knowledge about Kashmiri language, right?
Mhm.
So what happens is, earlier what we used to do is, you have to call a colleague who's from Kashmir. That guy might be shooting
Yeah.
somewhere else. You have to wait. He will come. He'll sit with you. He'll be like, "Oh my God, this is too much work. Tomorrow I'll do it." It used to get delayed, and then he will sit and he will do the entire translation. After you're done with the entire edit, you will have to sit with that person again to sort of go through the words and stuff, whether she's or he is right exactly where I placed it. But right now, what AI has done is, there's a tool called speech to text transcription.
Mhm.
One such specific example I'm giving you. So what happens is, now, in fact, it happened with me a few days back only. I was shooting in Kashmir. My guy was sitting in uh, this place, Noida, and there was a problem. So easily your audio byte can be converted into a text to speech. God, easily your audio byte can be converted into a text to speech, right? So that is something which is completely I mean, in favor of that. Of course, we are still building on it. There are mistakes. A lot of people now use chat GPT for creating their scripts. I
Yeah.
hope, or I don't know whether you do it or not, but those long M dashes and all that you guys sent us on your CVs, we can easily understand. but
Yeah.
but you get a gist of it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it is there. Sometimes what happens is, suppose we are doing a presentation, and there is lack of images where we have to show
Yeah.
images, right? We are those places are out of our reach. So what we can do is, we have apps like mid journeys and stuff. So we go over there and we create an image, and we write it that it is an AI represented video, and we sort of show it to our viewers, so that it's easier for them to get a picture of the story that I'm trying to say. And timeliness is also one such thing where you don't have to wait for your friends to come back and sort of translate your things, so you easily time it out. So these are the good things that we sort of see for gathering news in AI. So I think I pretty much summed up the thing.
Thank you for the clarifications, but I have a question. Like, what do you think? There are some adverse more effects or some positive effects according to your experience? How like AI is like saving your time, or what do you think there are some adverse effects? Where do you
See,
want to more focus on
as
according
a
to your experience?
as the associate lead multimedia for MIT SMR India and
Mhm.
other editions, we deal with tech. We are always
Yeah.
dealing with tech. MIT is one of the biggest institutions and one of the
Mhm.
oldest institutes
Yeah.
in our in the world, to be very honest. So of course I cannot say it's all negative. There are positives as well. There's an AI boom going on in the world right now. Things are changing super fast.
Yeah.
So if everything that you see will have two parts,
Yeah.
will have a good part and a bad part. So my whole
Abs-
point over here is to get the best of out of AI and to discuss the challenges as well, so that we can overcome those challenges.
Yeah.
For example, if a few days ago I was reading an article somewhere where a guy who needed therapy, he
Mhm.
was under a lot of depression, pressure. This guy, instead of seeking a doctor, this guy was this guy was using an AI app, not naming the app, to sort of discuss his
Mhm.
or mental health. So what
Mhm.
happened was, at the end of the day, the solutions that came up over here made him feel extremely unimportant. And as a matter of fact, this person attempted suicide. So if there's a point where, and I mean, there are several other reports where it is with a disclaimer they should come out that if you have such trouble, which is a very normal thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Anyone can have mental health issues. It's
Yeah.
absolutely normal. Then there are
Absolutely.
other remedies to it. You go to a therapist, you talk to your closed ones who can. So if you approach a closed one or you talk to a therapist, there's a personalized way to deal with it, right?
Yeah.
So AI can't give you that personalized touch. So if you're
That's
having a
true.
bad day, you're going and talking to your brother or your sister or your mother or anyone who's close,
Yeah.
or a close friend. That person can talk to you from a personal point of view. AI can't do that. So there are good effects, no doubt about that. There are adverse effects as well.
What do you think? Like, what ethical issues are raised by using AI in the news production process?
Yeah, so ethical issues, number one, I'll give you for quick pointers. Misinformation and accuracy is one thing,
Yeah.
right? That is something that is a huge issue right now. Lack of
Yeah.
transparency, because if you're asking ChatGPT for you're asking a question and it is giving you an answer. If it's a historic moment or something, where is ChatGPT collecting this information from? That is not clear.
Yeah.
So that is there, and from here comes accountability and legal challenges, because if you're
Yeah.
quoting, as we quote our sources, we know that we are quoting our sources, so that is not there. So that is a big thing that is. So you're right.
Absolutely agree with your point. Like, yeah, we can't rely on Chat GPT, Perplexity, on any AI tool because
Right,
whatever we are feeding, we can get the same result.
right.
But it's not like sure, is it transparent? Sometimes it can be biased as well.
100%.
Have AI tools impacted your career growth or job satisfaction?
See, it's not about my career growth or job satisfaction. We are talking about people in general over here. I think you're well aware about the number of job cuts that taking place in for whatever reason. Main reason is AI. Like people are also afraid. Employers are afraid that they want to cut cost and whatever. You might have known that TCS, India is one of
Yeah.
largest IT sector company. They are cutting
Yeah.
approximately, I think, around 12,000 jobs they have announced. So where will these people go? So this 12,000 jobs are from middle class sectors, right? So where will these people go? This will equate to a 2% of the total global workforce that TCS have. Apart from that, in the US also, if you can see, I have a data here again, 8,000 employees from IBM, right?
Yeah.
And Microsoft 6,000 employees, which is approximately 3% of its global workforce, including that of AI director to be one. So yeah, of course, it is impacting lives. So yeah, that sort of sums up your question.
Yeah.
It's a $283 billion outsourcing sector. So you have to think about that. So yeah.
So as you give an example of IBM and TCS, so what do you think about in media, how much it's impacting? Because in media,
It is
if
a
someone
lot.
wants to join as a news anchor, or if I'm talking about the content writers as well, they are losing their jobs. What do you think? Is it true?
Yeah, they are. You can see there's layoffs all over the world, in all media channels, almost in all media channels. Someone is talking about it, someone is not talking about it. The appraisals are very less nowadays. The hikes, the progress in career, they are very less right now. So instead of being afraid of or to sort of cut cost from AI, we should talk about how we can utilize AI to make our lives better. That's what I
Yeah.
think we done. So yeah, but it is there. It is there for sure.
And what do you think? Like, which channel has most impacted by using AI in India?
Which channel?
Yeah.
One particular channel you want to name? No, you will
Any
get.
that you would like to highlight?
I know I won't name the channels over here, but I know several channels, all big media channels, shutting down offices and giving revenue as the go. But yeah, there are multiple big ticket so-called mainstream media channels as well, and
Yeah.
not only that, and also the small players as well,
Yeah, yeah,
because they are
absolutely.
thinking if we don't get that much money in return, so why not cut down a bit of cost and sort of try to manage it within ourselves, which is, I don't think it's the right approach. We need more and more journalists and true journalists to in especially our country and all across the world. So yeah.
That's cool. I agree with your point. What do you think? Like, have AI tools impacted your career growth or job satisfaction?
See, I think it's not only about my job situation. It's about, as a journalist, I should talk about everyone's job scenario. So as a whole, in the entire world, global market, there is a job cut situation. India is no better. Over here, if you see, Indian tech giant TCS announced a layoff for 12,000 plus people over. I mean, it is being said that it's the biggest layoff TCS has done so far, right? Apart from that, if you look at IBM, or if you look at Microsoft in the US, so between, I think, yeah, I mean, so there, I think IBM is supposed to lay off around 8,000 employees, or they have already laid off 8,000 employees. And for Microsoft, it's been 6,000. So where are these people going? Where are these
Yeah.
people working? They have no jobs. So you have to think about that. I mean, it is impacting across sectors, I would say,
Mm.
but IT mainly, we can see IT has been the most impacted right now. But having said that, there are a lot of AI jobs that are being created. Like people, we used to hear in the earlier days that people are doing they want to be a doctor or an engineer or a lawyer, but right now they also be trained with AI, so that there are multiple job opportunities that are opening. But now we have to differentiate amongst how many engineers are being thrown away, or how many journalists are being replaced, and how many people are actually getting the chance to learn AI.
Yeah.
So that is something which is there. So again, there it's a two-way thing. There's a
Yeah.
positive thing and negative thing as well. But yeah,
Yeah, so it's true, like it's the AI is impacting multiple sectors, as you
right.
give an example of TCS and IBM. But here I would ask like a
Topic.
question, how it's impacting in media industry. If I'm talking about, there are different roles in media. Which sector is most targeting right now?
See, John, I mean, because of influencers, people have stopped listening to a lot of journalists. I'm sorry. Because when you go one small example I'll give you. This is regarding my story only. So
Yeah.
in 2023 end, towards 2023 beginning, we go to Jharkhand and we do
Mhm.
a tri-series documentary, which won this year's Ramnath Goenka Award, which is like a very prestigious award in our country,
Yeah.
as you well know. So what we did was we went and we reported about the honor killings that happened by tagging women as Dians in Jharkhand, and it's not a new thing. I'm ashamed to say this. It's a very old thing which has been happening. So we traced this person called Chutni Mahato, who was
Mhm.
tagged as a Dian. People wanted to kill her, but she escaped, and now she's saving a lot of people, like a lot of women, out of these things. These are bad practices, right? These are all in your head. There's nothing called a Dian in today's world.
Mhm.
So in order to cover that story, we traveled, we stayed with her for several days and we documented her entire journey. Is it possible with AI? Because where is that human touch when you're editing it? As an editor, when I was editing the story, I felt her story.
Yeah.
I was traveling with her to those olden days. I was also feeling paranoid when the other people came to attack her. I was also, if you want, I can share the link with you. Sorry, and you can go through the documentaries. But I mean, that human touch is missing. So how can AI replace that human touch? So
Absolutely.
journalists have to work. There has to be journalists, but these influencer journalists, not everyone. Some people, some journalists are also turning into influencers, and I understand that they're moving with the new age. But some, there are a lot of channels which does propaganda news as well, just to get money out of it. Some party, XYZ party, if you have 30K followers, 300K followers, they'll pay you, do this news for our party. This man is great, this man is God, this man is not a human being, this man is here to change the entire world.
Yeah.
So these kind of news reports are also increasing at the same time of the day. So people are also watching those kind of news over these kind of real
Yeah.
issues that we are talking about. So there, I think a lot of people got discouraged also, and have sort of, I know of certain people, those who have left journalism. There's nothing left in journalism. No, but it's not true. You are known as the fourth pillar of democracy, and you are supposed to do your job. As simple as that. Someone.
Absolutely.
So yeah, with AI, without AI, you are supposed to do your job. So yeah.
So, what do you think is the future of human journalists in the age of AI?
Again, I mean, I mean, you are writing an article, right? For example,
Mm.
you're doing this entire thing. You're recording this interview. You're putting a lot of heart and soul in this. That's what we all do, right? We put a
Yeah.
lot of heart and soul in what we do, and we want people to look at it. Maybe your professors will look at it. Then maybe you'll share your entire project with your friends. Ki, look, I have done so much. I've worked really hard, but day and night
Yeah.
I was away. So this human touch to your entire project, the way you're asking me the question and the way I am responding to you, where will you get this flavor? Where will you get this personal touch if it was not you interviewing or a robot interviewing me?
Mm.
With the passion that I see in your eyes right now, because you are, I'm wishing you all the best for your future endeavors. I'm sure you will become a big journalist one day, and a true journalist, and not an influencer. But where is this personal thing going? While you are writing, maybe you write a phrase with some irony. Maybe you write a phrase, you crack a small joke, which will make your see. 30 other people are doing the same project. How are you different than others? So you put those small factors, which we call the X factors.
Yeah.
So where is that X factor with AI? There's no emotion to it.
Mm.
There are a couple of sentences, uh, those are there, but where is that emotion? Where is that
Mm.
phrasing of your sentences properly, so that I read it and I'm like, oh wow, man, this is really good. Do you do that when you read a chat GPT article? No, you get an idea. If you want to write a script, you must have gone to chat GPT. You have typed that I want to do a documentary, what all can be done. Chat GPT has given you a reply, ki interview 5 people and you write these things. That is an idea, which is good. I'm not denying that. but you don't write the exact thing. No? You write what you have experienced, where you are traveling. You show where you are going, your case studies. So that AI can't do.
So
So
it means
that's
you want to say, like in the future, they will not totally replace, they will coexist.
I want it to coexist. I hope it does not replace. The whole point of the fact that you are pursuing a career in journalism will fail. Go do engineering then. Why are you doing journalism? Let it enhance our powers.
Absolutely.
Let it grow with us. Let it empower our journalists. Let it make works easy. But yeah, I don't want an AI tool to be a journalist. I'm sorry. I mean, it might sound bizarre. Let AI get very much developed because it can really be very helpful in a lot of sectors. And journalism be so. Like journalism is also a sector which will be helped. Like which we are anyway getting a lot of like ripping a lot of fruits from the tree already, as we say. And we are yet to explore more powers of it. But my whole point is who is making AI? And
Yeah.
I mean, if the robots are replacing the human beings, where are we going to go? Same with our work, because journalism needs a lot of empathy as well. I don't think
Absolutely.
AI has empathy. AI lacks empathy.
No.
AI has sentences. Okay, fine, I'm happy with it. I can understand the structure. But that empathy is needed. When you go to a village in Hathras and see a girl is being raped and she was burned by a bunch
Mm.
of police before anyone was even notified, you think an AI will report it, Kriti? No, no. You have to go over there. I very well I am like uh, well known to the person who cracked that story and whatever, not getting to that. As a female journalist, the problems that you face when you are going to work, you are going to face. I am telling you very honestly. And don't be afraid. Be courageous enough to face them. Okay, that will add experience to you. But the challenges you will face, how will AI replace those challenges? When you come back home and when you open your laptop or you start writing your copy, what will happen if you can't express your own feelings through your own pen on that paper or on your document? Do you want an AI to write what you went through at night when you were reporting a story outside, without water, without food, without even breathing good air in this country, with 330 AQI or maybe 500 AQI, which will go unreported? Because yes, we are celebrating some big event where some other prime ministers or some ministers are coming here. It will be overshadowed. The real issues will be overshadowed. So do you think, would you as a journalist be happy if AI is writing that story for you? I don't think so. So I think that sums up my answer.
Absolutely agree with your point because, like AI, any for example, AI presenter can present any news, but nobody can relate with that because just of lack of emotions and lack of empathy as well. It's totally true. So, would you support integrating more AI tools in your newsroom? Why or
So
why not?
sure, I'll give you a quick example of it. We were doing an AI summit a few days back, right? So I wanted to do something new. I wanted to experiment with AI, right? Because I am also a student of AI. I am also a student, as I am a student of journalism. I am also a student of AI because I think as journalists, it's your core work or primary or basic work to learn every single time, every single moment from every single person. So of course, I am also trying to learn whatever is there with whatever little knowledge I have. I had no one at the middle of the night to record a VO for me, a voiceover. I had a bunch of slugs, some visuals, and I had to create an entire audio visual AV for this event, right? So where did I turn to? Because I had no one to hire at night. There are budgets involved. You have to take approvals. You have to call your
Yeah.
freelancers and stuff. I turned to a AI tool where
Yeah.
I copy paste the script and I can choose the voice of a male or a female or I chose a voice of a very nice, very polished voice of a female voice,
Mhm.
which was I think which was really really going well there. And again, I chose a female's voice because I didn't want to associate AI with men and not with
Mm-hmm.
women and all that factor. So I did that. I sent that video to my headquarters in Dubai, and
Mm-hmm.
they could not understand. So I could customize the dialect. I could customize the voice modulations, the punches, the right pause, everything. So yeah, so I used it. I want to use it even more.
Absolutely.
So it should be in a way which is benefiting you and which is not eating 30 other people's job. So this is just
So,
one example, but I do use AI on a regular basis as well. So
so
yeah,
what do you think? Like how it's saving your time while adding AI tools in your newsroom? In
it
shortly,
is
what do you want to say?
it is saving a lot of time. It is saving a lot of time. Like I said in your very first question, the translations which are text to speech, we
Yeah.
get several video bytes of every day. Yeah? It's sometimes it gets really taxing for us. I
Mm-hmm.
remember in 2016, I used to edit a show for the Quint back then. It was a weekly show. So for this week's show, you have to prepare last week, right? So I used to edit 3-4 episodes to do the subtitles on that video. I had to stay back till 2:33 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes I have a shift next day morning 7 a.m. So if I'm editing till 3:30 a.m. in the morning, I am going home. I'm just changing my clothes and coming back
Mm-hmm.
because anyway, our work is. I mean, there's no time limit to our work, and no one is
Yeah.
paying you. Going to pay you overtime as well. Be rest assured, my friend. No one is
Yeah.
going to pay overtime as well.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I used to for a long period of time, maybe 7 a.m. till 3 a.m. in the morning, which used to get whenever I used to go to office and I used to edit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Previously during 2016 2017, or suppose you're
Mm-hmm.
covering an election like 2017, big elections happened, everything changed here in UP, the government changed and whatever. So we used to stay back at the office, translating a byte, transcripting a byte, writing a script and everything. So now what happens is there are certain apps which fixes your
Yeah.
grammar very easily. I have known big newsrooms, almost all newsroom use them. See, now AI is helping you enhance your work. It
Yeah.
is not eating up your work. Like it is not
Mm-hmm.
demolishing you or as a journalist.
Yeah.
You write your book, you submit that copy through AI, and you want that AI software to copy check your silly mistakes, tenses,
Yeah.
right? So they're adding the does and this, that, comma, full stop, everything
Mm-hmm.
there. That is enhancing your work, and at the same
Yeah.
time, it is making your work easy. Then you send it to a copy editor. The copy editor has to go through the entire copy and give suggestions, which is okay, fine. That is an editorial suggestion, but AI is giving you the basic uh, correction. So
Yeah.
that is one. Text to speech, as I said, you're talking in a different language. I quickly translate it nowadays and I put it into the timeline. My video is ready. There are improvements in video editing softwares as well. Previously, we had to wait for a long time. It has become very easy. You can sit at your home, open a YouTube, learn Premiere Pro, learn FCP, learn these playout videos as well. It is very easy. So AI is enhancing your work again. So my whole point is use it in a way which is enhancing your work.
Yeah.
I am not against it. I'm not like a certain party that when the computer came into our country, they started revolting over there. No, 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 no. Computer will eat up a lot of work. No.
Yeah, because
War.
it's saving your time and you don't need to rely on humans for any kind of work that is already can be done by AI.
Right, right. So use it to enhance your work. Don't be a replacement to AI.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Learn AI. There's a huge scope. I always say as much AI I know,
Mhm.
okay, you also know the same. That company owner who claims to be an AI expert, AI has come for the last few years. So he
Yeah.
also that company owners who claims that I am an expert in AI, he's also aware of, trust me, that much only how much you and I know. So we are all learning and growing together.
Yeah.
So instead of claiming that I'm an AI expert, be an AI student.
Yeah.
That will be of more help.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree with your point, and thank you so much for your valuable insights, Rahul. And your responses have been incredibly helpful for my research. And I will stop the recording now. Do you have any questions for me, or you would like to add anything before wrap up?
Before wrap up, it was a really good chat session, I would say, rather than an interview. We were chatting, and I wish you all the
Abs-
best. You're doing a wonderful job. I wish you pass with flying colors, as my elders used to say. And I hope to see you soon in any of the newsrooms. I know. I think you'll do it. So yeah, all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.